Good morning. I'm Dr. Gregg Pizzi, psychologist, relationship therapist, and board certified sex therapist. I'm speaking to you from Miami, Florida on Tuesday, September 1st, 2020. It's 11:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to my live cast here on PizziPSYC. Today we're going to be talking about how to be a better partner after you've cheated. How you can become a better partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover after infidelity. This is a topic I've been asked a lot, and we're going to talk about it today together on my live cast. Welcome once again. I'm Dr. Gregg Pizzi. This is my 11th live stream, which occurs on Tuesday and Thursday mornings here on my Facebook channel, PizziPSYC. I also post these videos on my YouTube channel by the same name. Today we are going to discuss the feature topic, as I mentioned, how to become a better partner after you've cheated, followed by a relationship and sex tip and free gift, which I'll be offering you guys how to get your free gift, and I'll explain to you what that is in a few moments when we get there. Followed by our gratitude moment, and of course ending with an affirmation. Please like and follow my page here on Facebook and YouTube under the name of PizziPSYC. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. As a trained psychologist, I have learned how to work with people become happier, live more satisfying lives, and increase the significance and depth of their relationships. And the world is an increasingly difficult place to become. Hola Marcelo, saludos. Voy a hacer unos videos en español en el futuro, así que por favor está pendiente en sintonía y estaremos en contacto. Gracias por tu mensaje. I'm going to be telling my story as well as the story of the people that I work with. Of course, without mentioning any names or breaching confidentiality and privacy, so that we can all learn from one another's experiences. I've come to understand that the power of the mind is our most precious gift, that we can create the life that we want through the powers of cognition. Okay, in the news. First and foremost, I would like to introduce all of you. I don't know if you can see this. I don't think the lighting is going to allow for you to see this beautiful mask, but I'm going to try to turn the lights down so I can show you guys. This is a product available on my website called the Vortex Face Mask. It flashes, it's LED, and has its own rechargeable USB charger that comes with it. It's light, breathable, and extremely comfortable, and comes with its own filter insert. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. Completely compliant, comfortable, and light, as I said. It has its own switch, which allows you to change the colors. It's really difficult. I'm going to have to do this again in a darker situation so you guys can see this. But this is a new product available that I'm offering on my website, psychmart.com. And I will write that down in the comments so that you guys can check it out. And this is a beautiful product if you want to do something different, if you want to stand out, if you have a gathering or a group of people that you want to, be responsible, keep your social distance, and be unique and different and cool at the same time. So I just put the link below in the comments. Feel free to take a look. I'm offering discounts in bulk, and if you're interested in getting more, just send me a message and I'll discuss it with you guys. We need to stay safe and be responsible. From the magazine Everything Attraction, online magazine, The online magazine Everything Attraction says, Buddha once said that holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. The only one who gets burned is you. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at somebody else. The only one who gets burned is you. Unfortunately, the mentality of society today is that if people are nice to me, I'll be nice to them. If people are nasty to me, then I'm going to be nasty to them. You see, anybody who radiates negative energy has something going on with them. In some way. They're going through something negative. And if they're radiating that energy back to you, don't reflect it back to them or absorb it. Don't do either. But you can become a transformer of that energy instead. By doing this, you protect your aura, your energy, and you can create the situation or experience that you want to have in your life. The world is going through so much pain and suffering because we tend to look at each other and reflect each other's negative energies back and forth. If you want to heal the world, create the life that you want. Stay in your lane, so to speak. Allow others to see and feel and absorb your energy by focusing on yourself. Mahatma Gandhi said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." My website is www.PizziPSYC.com. Moving on to our feature presentation for today, our main topic, how to become a better partner after cheating. So first, I want to ask everybody, what makes one a good partner? That's the card that I have out on the screen right now. What makes one a good partner? I'd love to hear your feedback and your answers to this question in the first place. What makes a person a good lover? We need to define that. And then also, what does cheating mean? What does it mean to cheat? For some people, cheating is breaking some direct or indirect rule, going against an agreement. For some people, cheating is simply defined by any sexual activity or intimate activity with someone other than your partner. Or it could be a little bit more gray area, and maybe cheating is something that isn't easy to define. Perhaps cheating is defined by the involvement of deception or lying in some way. Whatever your version of cheating is, each relationship has to create their own definition of what cheating is. And things should not be taken for granted or assumed in a relationship. Everything needs to be discussed. Don't assume how your partner's feeling about you. Don't assume what your partner expects of you either. Talk about what you both expect from one another first and foremost. This is the basis to a healthy, deep, and connecting relationship. So, regardless of your definition of cheating, once you've determined that there's been a breach or there's been a rupture, as we say in the field of relationship therapy, or there's been some hurt or damage done, the first thing you need to do is, if you decide that you're going to confess your mistake or your wrongdoing to your partner, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, not just to get rid of your own guilt or to feel better. You know, you have to take into consideration how the other person is going to feel as well. Another important thing is stop doing the behavior that you consider to be problematic. If you think that you've made a mistake, well, stop doing it. Don't do it anymore. Obviously, that needs to be number one. If you've cheated and gotten involved with another person that you weren't supposed to, well, don't have any more contact with that person. Okay, so stop what you're doing, really end the behavior and put a close to it. Number two, stop lying. Become honest to a fault. Become honest and open and sincere in everything that you possibly can, because you need to now go back and reverse this deception that occurred if there was some type of dishonesty going on. So stop lying. Don't make excuses for what you did. Don't try to justify your behavior or say, well, I did it because of this, or I did it because you did that, or you said that. That's not going to help. You need to take responsibility for your behavior. There's no justification for doing something that you consider to be wrong. Whatever the factors are that led to it, that's your problem. It's not your partner's problem. So stop lying, accept responsibility, don't blame anyone else. You had a choice in it. So when you sit down and talk to the person that you're in a relationship with, you need to make a decision about what you guys want to do. You know, how do you feel about what happened? What do you both want going forward? Whatever your relationship was before this infidelity or affair happened, whatever it is that we're referring to here, depending on your situation, your relationship as you knew it is over. It will never be the same. You can't sit down and say, how do we get things back to the way they were, or let's get it back to the way it used to be. That's just not going to happen. It's changed now forever. You have to sit down and be honest with each other about how you're going to untangle the web of lies that may have happened and create a new relationship. The key is to create a new relationship. Okay? So, those of you who are answering my question, what makes a good partner? Thank you for your feedback. The next question I'm putting up is, have you ever cheated, or have you ever been cheated on? Have you ever cheated in a relationship, or have you ever been cheated on? I'd love to get your feedback in the comments below. Please like and follow through the comments so that we can all have an open conversation together. Coming back to the tips for becoming a better partner after an infidelity. Keep your promises. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Be dependable. Don't break your promises, because one of the biggest dangers about continuing in a relationship where we have been dishonest is that when we continue to be dishonest, we are reopening those wounds. It's better not to make a promise or say anything at all than to say that you're going to do something and then not follow through on it, because now you're re-injuring the person that you harmed and opening up that wound. So it's really, really important that if you're going to decide to be honest, you really got to be honest and say the truth, no matter what it is, no matter how ugly it sounds or seems, or how hard you or how bad you think it's going to make them feel. Honesty is the key to a healthy relationship, and it's the key to healing. Honesty, and you need to rebuild that trust up again. Okay, you can't help your partner rebuild the trust if you're not going to show how dependable and reliable you really are. And you know you can be if you really want to. Everybody makes mistakes. We just need to be open, talk about how we feel, and be patient with one another. Next is communication. Research has shown that not being able to talk to one another in a relationship is one of the most commonly cited reasons why marriages and relationships fail. Listen to your partner. If you're the one who did the cheating, listen to your partner and allow them to talk about how they feel. Let them go on as long as they need to. Let them talk. Don't interrupt. Don't roll your eyes. Don't look at your phone. Even if it's hard to hear, just deal with it. Sit down and listen and be available. If you need to take a break, say, hey, can we take a break? Can we take a break for a half hour? Can we continue this tomorrow? But don't cut them off. What you did was very hurtful, and now you need to heal this, and they get to talk as long as they need to. Okay? That will help a lot. Give your spouse or your partner some space It's okay. Like I said, it's okay for you to take a time out. It's also okay for them to take a time out. Sometimes people need to just get away by themselves to think about their feelings and come back to their status quo after there's been hurt or a disappointment. It can be very confusing for people. So don't take it personally if the person doesn't want to see you for a little while, doesn't want to talk to you. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It really doesn't. And you need to get out of your own head and stop being selfish, because after all, this is something that you did and now they need to heal in their way on their timeline. That being said, about letting them have their space, you also need to be available and be around, okay? Spend time with them. Sit with them. Even if there's nothing to talk about at the moment, or even if you're tired of talking and maybe they don't even want to hear your voice or look at your face for a while. That's okay. You can be in the next room. You can tell them, look, if you need me or want me, I'm right here. I'm going to be in the next room. I'm going to be sitting reading my book. I'm here for you when you're ready to continue talking. Okay, be available. The word is available. Emotionally and physically available. So I've asked, what makes one a good partner? Have you ever cheated or been cheated on? And the next question I'm going to open up is, how do you define cheating? What's your definition of cheating or infidelity? Please answer in the comments so that I can see your answers and we can have a conversation about this. Thank you for your participation. All of you, I appreciate all of your support. A couple more items I want to talk about here about how to become a better partner after there's been an infidelity or a rupture in the relationship. Don't be afraid to ask for professional help. Don't be afraid to ask your partner to sit down in front of a relationship therapist or a couple therapist or a sex therapist to listen and talk about what's happened and share your feelings openly in a non-judgmental setting with a third party who can be objective and listen and help you guys communicate. This is invaluable. Couples that go to therapy or seek professional help, not only when they're going through difficult times, but just in general, report the most success and happiness and satisfaction from their relationship. So don't be afraid to see a relationship therapist or talk to a psychologist. Oops, I forgot to put the light back on. When things get tough, when things get difficult. So that's one tip. And lastly, but not least, be willing to forgive. Be willing to forgive yourself for what you did, and be willing to forgive your partner for whatever you feel they may have done in the past. Forgiveness is one of the most freeing things we can do. It's a tool that allows us to feel better and to move on and to let go of negativity. So be willing to forgive others and yourself. Please don't forget to like this video, as well as follow my page here on Facebook and YouTube at PizziPSYC.com. Moving on to our daily relationship and sex tip. Saina, thank you. How great to see you. I appreciate your comment. Yes, relationships where there is understanding, patience, and lack of possessiveness tend to last a lot longer than where there is control. I see your point, and I'm going to be coming to that topic in a future episode. And I appreciate any more comments, any more ideas that you have, Saina, about that topic, because open relationships is a very interesting and complex topic that is widely misunderstood. We'll get to that. And again, I appreciate your following me, Saina. So good to see you. Hope you're well. The sex and relationship tip for the day. First, I want to tell you that I'm offering my free relationships report card. My free relationship report card is available to all of you by sending a message to me at my website. My website is www.PizziPSYC.com. And go there and you'll see a blue message button on the bottom of the page. Go to my website and go to the blue message us button at the bottom of the page. And you're going to see where you can send me a message. Send me your email. I'll send you my free relationship report card. And then when you fill it out and send it back to me, I'll grade it and give you my feedback. Okay? I answer and I send it to everybody who messages me. So please feel free to do that, and I'd be more than happy to share that with you guys. The sex and relationship tip of the day is as follows. Couples who talk about their sexual fantasies report greater sexual satisfaction, regardless of whether or not they actually act out the fantasies. Do you get that? I'll say it again. Studies have shown, couples who talk about their fantasies report having a more happy and satisfying, hotter sex life than those who don't talk about their fantasies, regardless of whether or not those actual fantasies are carried out. Okay, so the point is, what creates a healthy, hot sexual relationship is the talking, the sharing, the openness, the vulnerability of sharing with your partner the things that you think about, the things that you want, the things that you fantasize about doing or having done to you. The talking about it is what creates a healthier, more satisfying, close relationship with your partner. Whether you actually do it or not is another story. Okay? So within that group, it was found that the wilder the fantasy, the less the need was there to act it out. Okay, so talking is the key. Talk with your partner, open up, share what you like, share what you want, share how you feel. Don't be afraid of being judged. Don't be afraid of being thought of as a freak. I mean, maybe you are a freak. I have nothing against freaks. Maybe your partner's a freak. Maybe you're both a couple of freaks. I mean, either way, just be who you are. Talk about it. Don't be afraid. Just be yourselves and have fun and enjoy the beautiful gift of sex and sexuality that this life has given us. Okay, moving on to our gratitude moment. We will never run out of good things because there's more than enough to go around for everyone. Life is meant to be abundant. We will never run out of good things because there's more than enough to go around for everyone. Life is meant to be abundant. On next time, we're going to discuss, Saina, if you're still there, listen to this. What does it mean to be in an open relationship? Do they work? On our next episode on Thursday, what does it mean to be in an open relationship, and do they work? Please join me on Thursday, this Thursday at 9 a.m. I'd love to hear your feedback, and let's all have a conversation about that. Okay, awesome. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for your topic. Turns out that is what I'm talking about on Thursday, so try to join us, and I'd love to hear your ideas and your feedback. I really value your thoughts, and I admire and esteem you as a person, and I miss seeing you. So would be love to hear from you. Thank you again, and thank you everybody for your support today. Now, moving on to our affirmation of the day. The law of attraction is infallible and precise. The law of attraction is infallible and precise. Your dominant thoughts and feelings, your dominant thoughts and your feelings, whatever you're thinking and feeling, will return to you as your life. Whatever you're thinking about and feeling will come back as your life. Whether you think pessimistic thoughts or positive thoughts, at every single moment of your life, those energies are coming back to you. So you're creating your life and your experiences based on your thoughts and based on your feelings. So if you have pessimistic, nasty, negative thoughts and complaining all the time, you will bring a life full of pessimism and negativity to yourself. But if you're always having good thoughts of appreciation and gratitude and focusing on the beautiful things in people and life, you will create a life filled with endless goodness. And the best part of this is that the choice is ours. We get to choose at any given moment what we think and how we feel, and that determines what we call our life. What's going on around us. When we look around at the life we have, it's basically a reflection of what's going on in here and in here. Be deliberate and careful about those choices that you make today. It's totally up to you. And we have that power within us. Thank you again so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Gregg Pizzi. I'm a psychologist, relationship coach, and board-certified sex therapist in Miami. Please follow me here on my Facebook and YouTube channel, PizziPSYC, spelled below, and my website is also listed at PizziPSYC.com. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody, and see you Thursday morning.